Cool. So thank you for tagging along with all this content. I really do appreciate it. We covered a lot of information, blockchain basics, smart contracts, NFTs, use cases, different types, how to create, collect, buy, trade, develop, the whole 9 yards, the ecosystems, etc. I hope you found the content to be useful. If you do, please like, subscribe, follow. And then just as some further helpful tips, this is for everybody, creators, traders, whoever's getting involved in NFTs. Have an understanding of Business 101. It's probably pretty important in the sense of you'll get an idea of what's going on. You'll get an idea of the minds that are in it. You'll get an idea of how people are kind of running through, the forest and making their fields. Have an idea of marketing. And I don't talk about marketing in the sense of like, here's my CTA, here's my sales funnel. I'm talking about marketing in the aspect of actual market making. How markets are created, how markets are driven, how the science and the art that goes into establishing a brand, establishing a message, establishing a tone, establishing an image, and all of the different nuances that go into this game, because when you really understand that, you start to understand what's happening in the early stages, and you can position yourself for success, whether you are a creator, whether you are a trader, or whether you are somebody that's working in between to help link all these different things together. You know what I mean? And really, to round that out, Finance 101. There's tons and tons of videos on YouTube. There's some basic understandings of the history of finance and how we assign and associate value. Those are key, I think, in understanding what's going on with cryptocurrencies and the world of money in general. If you're in the United States, you can look at things like the origins of the Federal Reserve. You can look at how our fiat currency system is structured. I can't speak for all the other currencies and countries in the world, but I'm sure that you have similar histories. You can look at the history of finance in the sense of how, different tribes used to use glass marbles and how that was exploited because that particular resource was readily available in other portions of the world. You can look at how the tulip became a highly prized object because of a genetic defect that occurred during the importation of the tulip to Holland. You can see how financial markets were actually established way back during the times of the East India Trading Company, and how stocks were created and how the markets were made around those stocks because particular people were not allowed to own specific assets, so stocks became a glamorous thing to control. So there's tons of resources. Do your own research is a big acronym in crypto world. D.Y.O.R, D.O.R, blah blah blah. But it's important to have this general understanding. So Business 101, knowing how business operates, how their mindsets are functioning, and what's going into that. Marketing 101, like market making and actual establishments of marketing. The 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing is a great book on this. And Finance 101, value, how we assign value, and the history of currencies. Once again, thanks for tagging along, and if you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, and share.